Hi, I'm Dr. Konstantinos Tsouris from the University of Cyprus. The online teaching tip I will share with you today is called Teaching Employability Skills, Interviewing, Presentations, Portfolio Building, Making Paper and Video CVs, Writing up cover and motivation letters, and Personal Statements in a collaborative and online environment like Microsoft Teams. The reason I use Teams to teach such skills is because, as it becomes evident from our classrooms, students benefit greatly from collaboration. Platforms like Teams allow me the freedom of designing my lesson in a way that facilitates this type of learning in cases where physical teaching is not possible. Keep in mind that most of the skills taught are eventually assessed individually, so collaboration allows students the chance to practice together and get feedback before submitting their own work. The objective of this tip is to enable instructors to facilitate collaborative learning via online environments. First off, I invite all students to join a Teams group specifically set up for my course. Employability skills like interviewing, presentations, portfolio building, making paper and video CVs, creating a LinkedIn profile, and writing up cover and motivation letters, and personal statements require cycles of show, do, feedback. The show part is quite straightforward. I share content on my screen, including samples and templates, and students can get involved anytime they want by talking or by raising their virtual hands. For this part, I don't really mind if students prefer to keep their own cameras off. Then I assign a timed collaborative task, ask everyone to turn on their cameras, and use breakout rooms. I create rooms based on how many students I have in the session and how many students I'd like to have in each group, ideally 3 to 4, as per the relevant collaborative learning research literature, but also pairs depending on the task at hand. Breakout rooms allow me to assign students manually or automatically. I often go with the latter option so that students get the chance to work with different people every time. Throughout this process, I jump in and out of rooms and observe or participate in discussions. This way, I ensure that all students work and that no students have gone AWOL. When the time for the task is up, I invite every single group to present their work to the class in turns and invite questions for discussion. Usually, groups assign a spokesperson for this part, but obviously, everyone is free to chip in. The next part is peer and instructor feedback. Students provide their ideas in writing or orally, and so do I. Finally, having had the chance to practice in groups, I ask students to prepare their tasks individually and email me their work within a specific time frame. Using a platform that allows for collaboration like Teams allows instructors to activate zones of proximal development and scaffolding, in the process encouraging autonomy. This turns online teaching into a more dynamic experience and allows students the opportunity to co-construct knowledge, all tenets of social constructivist theorizing. All the above are more naturally achieved in the physical classroom. However, managing this online is also possible with the use of platforms that facilitate collaboration. Eventually, student work is formally evaluated.